Hello, and welcome. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Slipper. If this is your first time here, welcome. Today is Friday, so happy Friday. I am going to show you 30 items that have sold for us in the last 2 months for over $50. $50 total sales price, including shipping. We have had 30 of them in the last 2 weeks. This is about 15% of our business. So our business model does include quite a few of lower dollar sales, but I am making this video for those of you who are only interested in the high dollar. So let's go. All right, so this one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to do a screen share with you, and that way I can click in, show you the bottoms. I've done it this way live before, but I've not done it pre-recorded. So definitely let me know if you guys prefer me to do the screen share versus one little screenshot. That way you can see the items a little bit better. And all of these items were sold. Buy it now. There are no auctions in this list. I do have some auctions that are running ending this week, but about 95% of my listings are done. Buy it now. All right. So the first item up is this. This is Antique Blessed Mother Virgin Mary Botticelli frame. So you might be wondering how I knew what this was. And I'm going to scroll up a little bit here so you can see this was listed December 6th of last year. So it sold in a little over a month. So this one here is a small, and you'll see here in a moment with the tape measure. This is just a little framed print. Now the frame is hand painted. You can see here the scrolls, and this is just a really, really pretty reproduction. This is how I knew what it was. On the back, it does say Head of the Virgin, Botticelli, and here is the picture with the ruler. So this is just a little bit over 5 inches, and I paid less than $5 for this piece. It sold for $51.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. You might think the shipping is a little high. That is because I did priority because it was over a $50 sale. So that was a really good fast sale. This is one of the crab brooches. So what would a high dollar video be without a crab brooch, right? So this one was sterling silver. It was signed bow, and I am going to show you. This one sold for $45.99. If you don't know, I bought a bunch of crab brooches in a lot on HighBid. There is your marking there. So I do zoom in on these and do where you can see the marking. There's the back. Now here, I didn't get too picky. You can see some shadowing here in between, but I don't always make these pictures particularly perfect. I do use Photo Room to remove the background. And this one was listed November 27th, which actually is my birthday. I listed this on my birthday. Sold for $45.49. Plus the buyer paid $5 in shipping. Up next, these are some Bormioli Rocco purple glasses. So these are hammered amethyst, and you can notice I put iced tea and water because I want to put everything that they might possibly use that item for. So this one sold for the $55.89. I paid $2 per glass at a Goodwill up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I used Google Lens to identify these. So you can see here just 3 photos. They sold in right at 7 months. You can see here they started June 9th. It's really funny. That's my husband's birthday. So you guys know what I was doing while it was our birthday. I was listing on eBay. So I do want to point out some of this stuff takes a little bit longer, especially with the high dollar, but you'll see that some of it sold really fast. Next, these are little bitty beads, guys. These are less than 2 inches. These are carved wood. They are really cool. These were actually in my crab lot as well. So you can see with most of the lots, I will typically do individual photos so that the buyer can see exactly what they are getting, especially if they are different. So these are called Natsuki. And again, I used Google Lens. Now, these did not sell for $69.99. They sold for a best offer of around $55. I paid only $2. So these are going to be about a $40 profit. Next is a Kachina Doll. You can see this one was listed September 22nd. And this one sold for $45.49. It is one of my Kachinas. I paid $5 for him. Now, he was missing some tools. There should be something in his hands. That is why he sold for a little bit less. And you can see I take pictures from all angles. This here says it is Crow. It was initialed EW. This was a small one. You can see he was only about 5 inches, and he was about a $38 profit. Next, this is a Trifari Brooch. So this one also sold for a best offer of around $55. It sold for the $55. It started on October 16th. So this one took about 3 months to sell. Really pretty starburst. There is an up close. And then I always show the back, and I zoomed in here. You can see where it was marked Trifari. And then I show one with a ruler. So this one I actually took photos of in my little small photo booth that is inside. And it will be about a $45 profit. I paid about $5. So you want to pay attention here again to the title. I used Atomic Starburst, pin brooch, statement. It is a big piece and gold tone. So that was a pretty good sale. And then some Gucci bags. These were not in the best of shape, but they still sold for $32. Why are they up here on a $50 or higher video? Because they were international and somebody paid $21 in shipping. So again, I showed the bags individually. You can see the discoloring down here. So again, they were not in the best of shape, but they still sold for $30. And then I do show it with the ruler both ways. And you can see here that I put that was a dust bag only. You want to be careful with that because you do not want them to think they are getting an actual Gucci item. So this was a pretty good sale and about a $25 profit. Next, you can see these were listed in September. These are Mission 1500 Inline rollerblades. They are, again, not in the best shape, but they sold for $45. I paid $5. And you can see I did wipe these down with like a Clorox wipe, but I am not a big cleaner as far as like scrubbing and trying to get everything perfect. I did zoom in here on the wheel because I wanted to show exactly like the rust on some of these bolts, how worn the wheels were. So any wear or tear, you definitely want to make sure you show. And these took a little while to sell, and I think that's because they were a size 5. So they were not a great size. They would be good for kids, but not super popular for adults. And then you are going to see quite a few of these. This one you can see was only listed January 13th of this year, sold in less than 2 weeks. So I paid about $5 a piece. I spent about $400 on 2 really big lots of Ken Edwards Tonala, which is what these tumblers are. And so I'm $20 into this lot. It sold for $48.98. So this is about a $20 profit. So typically when I have lots, I will show one of them by themselves. You can see here it is signed Mexico. This is the Ken Edwards stamp here. And he drew a little scorpion. And then again, I am going to show them with a ruler so there is no mistake as to what the size is of that item. So again, $20 profit in 2 weeks, and that was a really great sale. And here are some more. Again, a $45 sale, but there are only 2 pieces in this lot. So I only paid $10 for these 2 plates. Again, sold in under a week. And I did show the 2 different designs on those. You can see again, KE for Ken Edwards, and there is my photo with the ruler. So there's no mistake as to what size these are. So keep your eyes out for these. Again, these are Tonala plates. They are made in Mexico and they sell very, very well. Now, these are in here because they were international shipping. They sold for $20, but the shipping was about $20. And then with taxes, they came up over $50. And now these are, I believe, some chopsticks. You can see here it says Snoopy 1958. They could also be used as hairpins. So again, the link of the item, you can see that I put both chopsticks and hairpin. Now I put baseball because you can see here Snoopy's playing baseball on these. So anything you can use to describe that item. This one was listed January 1st. So it sold in right at about 3 weeks, and it will make us about a $10 profit. I did pay $5 for these at the Renninger's Antique Fair back in November. So it took me a little while to get these listed. And then we have this really cool crab necklace. So this is real stone crab claws. That was a mouthful. And they do grow their claws back, and people harvest only the claws. Just a random fact. Some people might harvest the whole crab, but these were really nice lacquered. This is another item from the crab lot. I paid $2 for this. It sold for $38.99. Plus, this was another one that was international shipping. So you only see the local shipping here. I listed this one November 29th. So about a 2-month window for this to sell. And again, I do like using Photo Room to remove the background in these photos. And this one is going to be about a $30 profit. And then if you do not look at pillows, start. This is a beautiful needlepoint fox hunt pillow. It sold for over $60, $64.99. And this one sold pretty fast. So I do zoom in to show the work. I show the back of the pillow. And then again, I'm showing the length of the pillow and I'm showing the width. So it was listed January 5th. So it sold in under a month, and it had a ton of watchers on it. And I only paid $4 for this pillow at the thrift store. This is well over a $50 profit. Now it's time for some more Ken Edwards Tonala. This is only one piece, that's it. And this is an 11-inch dinner plate. You can see amazing work. It sold for $50 for one plate. Again, showing it with the ruler and then showing the back so they can see the signature on that. This one, again, only paid $5 because I do cost average when I do these lots. So this one is over a $40 profit on one plate. I was so happy when this sold. And now this is not a signed, or it is a signed piece, but not by anybody that was well known. It looks like it is Janice something. It's hard to read. I did not put the artist's name in this. So this sold by itself, not a known artist. It was listed in June, so it did take a little over 6 months. And now I put that it was done in 1984 because you can see 84 down in the signature. So I zoom in on these paintings. I want them to see the detail of the art. There is the name Janice James, it looks like, and it's signed 84. I do show the back so they can see what the frame looks like. And this is a Fredericks frame. And then it says Feeding the King Puck Ole by Janice James, 1984. Paid less than $5, and it sold for $90.98, making this one about a $75 profit. So take note, a lot of these more expensive ones are taking a little bit longer to sell. And then this Rosenthal picture, this one sold for $69.99, and this one I got in a cart lot. So I bought it from an online high bid auction. They offer everything on the cart for one bid, like a little push trolley cart. And this one, it was in a lot of dishes, but I decided to break them down. I normally will list the serving pieces by themselves. There is my rooster. If you hear him, zoom in on the signature, and then I show the individual pieces. And you see here, I show the teapot with the ruler. I did not put the creamer with the ruler because they can still see comparatively the size of it. Was listed October 1st, so it took about 3 months to sell. All right, so here again, you can see 3 of these sold, listed January 13th. Again, $5 in, guys, $5 in per plate. So I'm $20 in. This one sold for $125. So about an $80 profit. Now you can see we sold 3, so that's $240 in profit on 3 lots. And here I'm zooming in, showing the close-ups of the different designs. And I will show you in just a moment what I wrote in the description, because I did have 12 plates. So again, close-up of the signature. This one had a snake, which is kind of cool, and a close-up of the design. And these were only 10-inch plates. So the 11-inch plates do sell for more. This was a lot of 10-inch plates. They sold out very, very fast. And these here, I wrote, and I do not do descriptions. If you notice, I do not do descriptions. You will see here, it says designs may vary a little bit as we have multiple sets available, all signed by Ken Edwards, because I did not want to take individual pictures of the 12 plates that I had. I wanted to sell them in lots of 4, but the designs did vary. That did not stop them from selling. These were an absolutely great pickup. And then silverware for $130. $130. Now, these are sterling. I am less than $5 in. These are $100 profit. So this is how I photograph with my lots. And I do an up close of the design on the handle there. You can also see there's a little bit of scratching. I want to make sure the buyer can see the details. We have already received positive feedback on these. They were very happy with them. And I do zoom in on the back there where you can see. So if you were looking at these in a thrift store or an estate sale, right on the back, they say International Sterling Prelude and a picture to show the size of the spoon. And I have no mono, so it's a pretty big thing for some of these spoons and forks to have a monogram on them. These did not. Again, $100 profit. They were listed in August, so about 5 months to sell. And then this is another set of that Ken Edwards Tenala. I'm not going to go over everything again because I just showed you it, but this is the second sale of them in the last 2 weeks. And this is the third. So 3 lots of them sold for $125. And then this did not sell for $199. This one sold for a best offer of $150. I picked this vintage satin jacket up for $30 at the thrift store. Now, look, any little flaw, you can see this tiny hole there. This one, I zoomed in on the tag. It is by Starter Authentic Diamond Collection. It was a size extra large. And there's your picture of the back of the jacket. So this one was listed October 25th. So just under 3 months for this one to sell. Again, I did accept an offer. It does not show up when you pull it up like this. So this one is over $100 profit in under 3 months. If you do not know, the satin jackets like this are pretty good as far as vintage sports items go. So I would definitely keep an eye out. Obviously I was okay paying up. I paid $30 and it paid off. So this one was a really, really great profit. Again, after fees, we're looking at about $100 profit. Here, I am so happy. And I will tell you, I took a $200 offer on this. It did not sell for the $315, but I paid only about $50. So this one was about $120 profit after fees. This one is the brand Andalian. You can see it is stamped on the inside of the purse. So when you look at these flapper purses that look like this, open them up, look and see if they're marked. Really, really perfect paint on these. And I do zoom in to show that. And I also zoom in on the clasp, and this is the back side of the purse. Now, this one was listed in July, so I had about 6.5 months. That is why when they sent me a $200 offer, I went ahead and accepted. Now, flapper is a good keyword for these. Mesh is another, and it was enamel paint. So there are some big keywords on this one, and that was an absolutely great sale. A chair. I sold a chair. I believe this chair sold for $200 offer. Now, here I want to show you guys, this is an antique chair. I got this from a personal buyout for only $5, but it has a lot of wear here. Look at the paint on this. This is not in perfect condition. They do not have to be, but I want to make sure I zoom in to show all of the defects that this chair might have. This is a needlepoint cover, and it's pretty cool. The personal buyout that I got this from, his grandmother actually made this chair, which is pretty darn cool. And then I am going to show the back of the chair. This one was listed January 5th. This was a good sale, and it was in under 2 weeks time. Again, paid $5. Accepted an offer of $200. This one is over $150 profit. Look at this picture. And this one, I'm going to look up and actually see what this one sold for, because I did accept a best offer on this. I will go ahead and put it up here and tell you guys, I did only pay $5 for this at a garage sale. So it sold for a best offer of $250. It was listed in August. So again, a little over 6 months to sell. Here I put signed Causeway, and it is signed here on the bottom right. You can see portrait of a young lady in a hat. The copper frame I did want to highlight. And here again, I'm zooming in. There was a tiny scratch on the photo there. I want to zoom in on the signature there. Here is the photo of the back, close up showing the work. And here is a picture with a ruler. This is a 2.5-inch photograph that made me over a $200 profit. Watch for those little photos. And then this beautiful Keith Winterhawk Kachina painting. So this one was listed December 11th. So it only took a month to sell. It sold for an offer of $356.41. If you are wondering why such a weird number, because I sent the buyer a 15% off offer, that is what it ended up at. This one was sourced on a high bid auction. You can see Keith Adams' signature here at the bottom, and I do zoom in to show that. This was a really, really nice piece in a really great frame. Excellent, excellent condition. You can see here, this was 15 inches. Pretty easy to ship in. I believe it shipped in a 1092 USPS free box, which is like a flat box. With this oil painting, there's no glass over the front, so nothing to really worry about. And I do show the back again. Keith Adams wrote his name. It says it was Kachina Hopi. And I show the back. And again, long hair Kachina Hopi. And I do put that in the title, and a lot of you are wondering how I know if these are Hopi or Navajo. Most times, especially with signed pieces, you can find these and find that artist and know where they were from. So how much did I pay? How much did I pay? I paid $80 for this beautiful, beautiful picture with shipping and the cost. I paid $60 for it, about $80 and to it completely. And this one is over a $200 profit in a month. If you have not noticed yet, we are getting bigger and bigger. This one sold for a best offer of, I believe, $400. I'm going to look it up. Let's look. The only annoying thing about doing this way, an offer of $350. So it was sold on the third week in January. I listed it January 8th. I probably could have held out and got 400, but it was a slow sales day, so I do take that into account. This little thing is 2 inches, guys, 2 inches. It is tiny. And I did pay up for this. I paid $150, but even at that $350 sales price after fees, this is still over a $200 profit. You can see it was made in Thailand. It is titled Walt Disney Classics Collection, and tiny piece, made a lot of profit really, really fast. Now, here are 2 more Disney items. So this one is Harmony Kingdom, and it is Dory and Finding Nemo. So this one is a little like trinket box, and you'll see here in a moment, I show it opened. You can see the little octopus inside. This sold for $300. There is a picture with the ruler. It is only 6 inches. Do not let the size of things fool you. Some of these smaller pieces are worth big money. I did look this one up on WorthPoint as well as eBay, and I believe I had the only one of this one listed. So I listed it January 8th. The buyer asked if I would take $600 for this and the next item you are going to see. I said absolutely. Combined shipping, I only paid $55 for this, and it is over a $200 profit. Now, here is the other piece that the buyer bought, again for $300 because he bought 2 pieces. This, you can see, was one of 500. So this was a limited edition, which is definitely something to keep an eye out for. And this one is a little incredible. Same brand, Harmony Kingdom. I do make sure I show everything. All sides, top, bottom, there's little Jack hiding inside. And there is the bottom of this one. You can see it says on the bottom, limited edition of 500, made in 2005. This is not vintage. I paid about $60 for this, so a little bit more, but still very, very close to a $200 profit. All right, the highest sale, This one sold for $2,600. This one should be picked up any day. It was sold to California. It was only listed on December 20th. This $2,600 piece sold in under a month. I did pay up. I paid about $700 for this piece. After I pay for the freight on this to get to California, which was $500 for hand delivery. So the driver will come pick this up, they will box it, and they will deliver it to my buyer in California. With the higher dollar items, you see there are a lot more pictures. This was 15 inches tall, and it was actually over 30 inches long. So really fast sale. After the cost of fees, as well as paying for some of the shipping, because I only charged the buyer, I charged them $150. The $50 you see is if it sold to me. This one's going to end up about an $800 profit in under a month. And that is everything. I do want to take you guys to show you our sales. So this is for the last 7 days. We have done 1,900. The last 31 days, we are at 15,000. So in December into January, we did 20,000. So we are down a little bit. You can see here, we only did $200 yesterday, but on Wednesday, we did 571, 378. So you can see though, the big thing here is having these high dollar sales in the last month. We had this day here at $1,344 in one day. This one here, $3,195, as well as this one here at $1,900 in one day. So definitely keep an eye out for these higher dollar items, and that way you can increase your sales. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, I am Kat, the Nurse Flipper. I appreciate you watching. Hope you had a great Friday. I'm hoping I can put a couple clips. We are going to SeaWorld today at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm recording this before I go. Sometimes you got to hustle. You got to hustle to go do fun things. We have already packed up our eBay orders that are going out today. I'm going to let you go. I will see you on Monday with another What Sold video. And do not forget, if you are in my eBay sourcing membership, which is the $1.99 a month membership package, we will have live eBay store reviews this coming Monday, the first Monday of every month. I look forward to seeing you all there. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.